to another edition of According to Ingrid. Tonight we have a wonderful guest, one of the world's best African American artists, Bruce Jefferson. Welcome, Bruce.
Why, thank you. I'm very happy to be here, Ingrid.
Tonight we're going to talk about the potter's hand. And you have been blessed with amazing hands as an artist, as a brilliant composer, and also one who works with different types of, how could I say, woods and brass and irons and golds. Explain who have inspired you over the years.
Well, that goes back to many. You got Tanner, you got Turner, some of the greats. Also Degas, Klimt, Van Gogh. Yeah, those really are my favorites.
And there's Hans Harborough. Is that a German artist?
Yes. Now, a lot of artists, I'm going to tell you like this here. I know a lot of different artists, but it depends on what period you ask me about.
Well, spiritually speaking, there's so many inroads to the biblical artists in the times beyond after the birth of Christ, where there's been artists in Rome and Paris who have actually put their illustrations out there to convey the spiritual movement of the times.
Right.
Now, your work, you have so many different methods in which you put your wonderful ideas and also, I would say, points in the scripture on canvas. Who inspired you to do your first painting?
Actually, it came from the neighborhood that I was raised in Mansfield, Ohio, because there was a lot of wooded area, a lot of open space. Mm-hmm. So it caused me to daydream quite a bit. And instead of maybe doing some of the things that other kids were involved with, such as athletics, I primarily daydreamed and imagined. So that's where my inspiration came from, wooded areas, open fields.
So nature.
Yeah. Big, fluffy, cellulose clouds in the air. And being able to have the time to breathe and to think and imagine constantly.
Now, there's a biblical reference to what you just said.
Okay.
How, I would say, back in the biblical times, especially in the Old Testament, men were called upon as craftsmen, and they would put together the bronze and the iron, and they would make everything from the cups and the plates, and a lot of the different royalty. They used this craftsmen to put together something for their homes. And when you talk about how you looked at the sky and all of the elements in nature, they were called upon, these men in those times, to be the photographer of the times. Mm-hmm. The artist was the one that captured the moment and the essence of the moment. And without the artist in those times, we wouldn't have the illustrations of what happened back in those times. So the work of an artist is something that